Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking onto this video. I do hope and pray that all is well with you and yours wherever you are in the world. So this video is all about me attempting to bake a banana bread for the first time. I am not a baker, so please bear with me with this. I've been craving banana bread for some time, so I decided to look for a recipe online, and I found a Guyanese recipe which I will post in the description box if you are interested in following the specific recipe that I followed. So the bread did come out good. However, there are a few things that I would tweak. Seeing that this is my first time, I know the next time I do bake it, I will try to personalize the ingredients measurements to my liking. So one of the things I would recommend if you do decide to follow the recipe is to instead of using 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, I would recommend using 1 teaspoon of baking soda and ensuring that the bread is baked for an hour and at least 15 minutes, because the recipe recommended baking it for 50 minutes and it wasn't fully cooked, which you will see as the video progresses. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I do hope that you will enjoy it and you will learn something from me and my mistakes. Alright, let's go. Okay, for the ingredients, you'll need 2 cups of flour, half cup of sugar, vanilla essence. You're gonna need baking powder, 1 ounce. You're gonna need a lemon, milk. Well, I use powdered milk. You're gonna need oil, and that is 1/4 cup of oil, 2 ripe bananas, an egg, which is optional, and baking soda, and I threw in a nutmeg. Alright, let's go. So the first thing you want to do is you want to peel and crush the bananas. I used a fork, and also you're gonna squeeze a teaspoon of lemon juice on the bananas, and this will prevent it from getting dark. Alright guys, so to mix everything, I am using this mixer that we have. Since we purchased it, it has never been used, so I figured why not let it be for today's purpose. So as per the the recipe's instructions, it just said to mix everything together, mix all the ingredients together. It didn't say, oh well, you would start with start with the flour first or start with something else first. It just said mix everything, so that's what I did. Now I'm just adding the sugar to the flour. I was a little hesitant about it because it wasn't looking too right, but I kept going, and I used the spoon to just stir everything up. Now I'm about to add my milk, but as I told you previously, I used powdered milk, so I'm just adding some water to the powder and just mixing it up and ensuring that there is no lumps or anything. And I'm just gonna pour it into the bowl with the flour and the sugar. I'm adding the oil to that. Now I'm about to add the baking powder. The recipe called for 1 ounce, which is 6 teaspoons. I personally feel like that was too much, but hey, I'm just following the recipe, so adding the 6. Here is where I would recommend adding just 1 teaspoon of baking soda instead of 1.5 because the recipe called for 1/4 ounce. So, and then I just went ahead and added 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, but I also added an additional cork, and that was just my thing. Now I'm just adding the nutmeg to it. There wasn't a specific measurement, I just grated nutmeg in there, and I'm adding the bananas to the mixture, and now I am just going to mix up everything and hope for the best. I'm gonna put a little bit more essence. Guys, it's looking promising. I might actually know if a bit. This is the pan that I will be using, a bread pan. So what I'm gonna do is grease the pan and then coat it with some flour, which you'll see. So here is the banana bread mix. I'm going to pop it into the oven for 15 minutes and I will be back to show you the finished results. Let's hope this comes out good because I'm not a baker, okay? So I'm going to pop it into the oven now. So here's the bread. Right. Okay guys, so I discovered that the bread needs to bake a little bit more, but I have to run out for a couple minutes. So when I come back, I'll pop it back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes so that this part can cook because it's not fully cooked. But other than that, it looks pretty good. This part looks good. You know, it's not soggy. Looks good. But yeah, and this piece looks good too. Give it a taste. It tastes good to me. But this part gotta bake some more, so it wasn't 100% success, but it was a 95% success. So alright guys, so Here's the bread after I took it out of the oven for the additional 10 minutes. And it's done. One thing that I would say omit is the baking soda. I personally don't like how it tastes with the baking soda in there. Or if you do, don't use as much. Use a little bit, and let me know if you try it out and how it comes out, okay? Alright. Anyways, enjoy, and I will see you in another video very soon. Take care and God bless you. Bye.